Ladies and gentlemen, every story worth telling begins with a risk. Every triumph we admire, every innovation that changed the world, and every hero we revere, they all dared to step beyond the bounds of comfort into the realm of uncertainty. Every great achievement begins in the mind. Before any risk is taken, there is first a spark, a vision, a glimpse of something greater than the current reality. This is the power of imagination, the cornerstone of all transformation and the birthplace of every story. Imagination allows us to step beyond what is visible, beyond what is tangible, and into the infinite possibilities that lie within us. It is the quiet architect of our future, patiently waiting for us to engage with it. To understand the role of imagination in risk, consider this: nothing in the external world exists without first existing in someone's mind. The skyscraper that touches the clouds, the symphony that moves the soul, the scientific breakthroughs that redefine our understanding of the universe all began as thoughts, nurtured in the fertile ground of imagination. These thoughts are what give rise to the daring actions that transform lives and shape the world. Imagination is not merely wishful thinking, it is a profound tool that enables us to visualize what could be, even in the face of what is. It gives us the courage to believe in possibilities that logic might dismiss. To take a risk, one must first see the risk as worthwhile, and this seeing is an act of imagination. Without this vision, we remain bound to the familiar, confined by the limitations of what is already known. The risk becomes unthinkable, because we cannot conceive of the reward on the other side. Imagine a child standing at the edge of a diving board for the first time. Fear grips them as they look down at the water below, unsure of what will happen if they leap. But then in their mind they imagine the thrill of the jump, the splash, the joy of doing something they've never done before. That image, that spark of imagination, gives them the courage to leap. It is the same with us as adults. We face countless diving boards in life, moments where the unknown calls to us, and it is our ability to imagine the possibilities that propels us forward. Imagination is not just about creating visions, it also shapes how we perceive risk itself. Where one person sees danger, another might see opportunity. This difference is not in the circumstances, but in how each person uses their imagination. The one who sees opportunity has already painted a picture of success in their mind. They have rehearsed the joy, the fulfillment, and the growth that comes from stepping into the unknown. This mental rehearsal transforms fear into excitement and doubt into determination. But imagination does not operate alone. It must be coupled with action. Many people dream but remain stuck, paralyzed by fear or the belief that their vision is too big, too unrealistic, and they dismiss their imagination as fantasy, forgetting that every story they admire began with someone daring to believe in something unrealistic. The key is to honor your imagination, to treat it not as a fleeting thought, but as a map guiding you toward your highest potential. To use imagination effectively, one must practice living in the reality of their vision, even before it manifests. Close your eyes and see yourself already standing where you want to be. Feel the emotions that come with it, the joy, the relief, the pride. Let these feelings saturate your being, for they are the fuel that will drive you to take the necessary risks. The more vividly you imagine your desired outcome, the more real it becomes, and the more willing you are to act boldly in pursuit of it. Imagination also provides resilience. When risks don't immediately pay off or when setbacks arise, it is your vision that sustains you. It reminds you why you started and what lies ahead if you persist. Think of an artist sculpting a masterpiece. At the beginning, the block of marble might look unremarkable, even chaotic, but the artist sees the finished sculpture in their mind. They continue to chip away, guided by that mental image, even when the progress feels slow or the result uncertain. This is the essence of imagination at work. It keeps the end in sight, even when the process feels messy. The power of imagination is available to all of us. It costs nothing, yet it is the most valuable tool we possess. It invites us to dream big, to challenge the status quo, and to see potential where others see impossibility. It whispers to us that there is more to life than what meets the eye, that the stories we long to tell are already waiting for us to live them. Dare to imagine. Let your mind wander to places you've never been, to lives you've never lived, to outcomes you've never dared to consider. And when the time comes to take a risk, remember that you've already seen the other side in your mind's eye. Trust in that vision and let it guide you. Because the greatest stories begin not with certainty, but with the courage to imagine what could be. True risk is not an act of recklessness or desperation. It is a deliberate step into the unknown, guided by faith. Faith is the foundation upon which all meaningful risks are built. It is the quiet confidence that the unseen will become visible, that the uncertain will yield clarity, and that the effort you pour into your aspirations will not be in vain. Without faith, risk becomes an unbearable burden. With faith, it transforms into an act of creation, a bridge between where you are and where you long to be. Faith is not dependent on external circumstances. It does not require proof or guarantees. In fact, faith thrives in the absence of certainty. It is the ability to hold on to the belief that, regardless of appearances, everything is aligning in your favor. To take a risk without faith is to walk a path shrouded in doubt and fear, where every step feels precarious. But with faith, that same path becomes an adventure, filled with opportunities for growth and discovery. When we speak of faith in the context of risk, we are not talking about blind optimism or wishful thinking. True faith is deeply rooted in trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust in the unseen forces at work. It is the inner knowing that the leap you take will lead you to solid ground, even if you cannot see it yet. This trust is not something you acquire overnight. It is cultivated through practice, reflection, and a willingness to listen to the quiet voice within you that says, "This is the way." Taking risks often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. It means leaving behind the familiar and venturing into the unknown. This transition is not always easy, and fear is a natural companion on this journey. But faith acts as a counterbalance to fear. It doesn't necessarily eliminate it, but it gives you the strength to move forward despite it. When fear whispers, "What if you fail?" faith answers, "What if you succeed?" Faith also allows you to detach from immediate outcomes. Many people avoid taking risks because they fear failure or rejection. They want guarantees before they act, assurances that their efforts will yield the desired results. But life does not work this way. There are no guarantees, no surefire paths to success. Faith invites you to take the leap anyway, to trust that even if the outcome is not what you expected, it will still serve your growth and lead you closer to your ultimate goal. Faith sees beyond the present moment. It recognizes that every step, whether it feels like progress or setback, is part of a larger story. Think of the great pioneers, inventors, and leaders throughout history. They did not achieve their greatness by playing it safe. They took risks, often monumental ones, with no assurance of success. Yet they were driven by an unshakable faith in their vision and their ability to bring it to life. Thomas Edison, for example, famously failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb. It was not certainty that kept him going, but faith, a deep-seated belief that his efforts would eventually bear fruit. Faith also brings clarity and focus. When you truly believe in the path you are taking, distractions and doubts lose their power over you. You become aligned with your purpose, and every action you take moves you closer to your goal. This alignment creates a sense of flow, where risks feel less like obstacles and more like stepping stones. You begin to see challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities to strengthen your faith and refine your vision. Another crucial aspect of faith is its ability to inspire others. When you take risks with conviction and trust, you become a beacon of courage for those around you. Your faith radiates, encouraging others to step out of their comfort zones and take risks in their own lives. In this way, faith is not just a personal asset, it is a force that can transform entire communities and inspire movements. Faith is the bridge between intention and manifestation. It is the invisible thread that connects your dreams to reality. Without it, risks remain paralyzing and progress feels impossible. But with faith, every step becomes a powerful act of creation, moving you closer to the life you desire and the story you are meant to live. As you face the risks before you, ask yourself this: do you trust in the process? Do you believe in your own ability to navigate the unknown? If the answer is yes, then you already possess the most important tool for success. Let faith guide your steps, and watch as the world reshapes itself around your courage. In the end, it is faith that transforms risk into reward and uncertainty into the foundation of a story worth telling. Desire is the seed from which all great endeavors grow. It is the internal spark, the unshakable pull towards something greater, something more meaningful. Without desire, there is no motivation to act, no reason to take risks, and no fuel to sustain effort in the face of challenges. Desire is not merely a fleeting want or wish, it is a deep, persistent yearning that originates from the core of who you are. It is your inner compass pointing you toward a life that aligns with your highest potential. At its essence, desire is a call to action. It whispers to you in quiet moments, urging you to pursue dreams that seem impossible or ideas that defy conventional logic. It stirs your imagination, showing you glimpses of a reality where your aspirations have already come to life. This vision may feel distant at first, but it carries a sense of familiarity, as if it has always been a part of you, waiting to be claimed. Desire is not something to suppress or ignore. Yet many people do just that. They dismiss their longings as impractical or unrealistic, often out of fear of failure or rejection. But to deny your desires is to deny your essence, to reject the very part of you that yearns to grow, evolve, and experience life fully. It is important to understand that your desires are not random, they are deeply connected to your purpose. They are the roadmap to the story you are meant to live. When you feel desire, you are experiencing a profound connection to possibility. That spark of longing is an invitation to explore the unknown, to venture beyond the confines of your comfort zone. Desire is what makes risk worth taking. It gives you the courage to step into uncertainty, because it promises a reward greater than the fear of failure, the fulfillment of becoming who you truly are. Desire also has a transformative quality. It has the power to shift your mindset, your priorities, and even your perception of reality. When you are deeply connected to your desires, you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start to focus on what is possible rather than what is improbable. This shift in perspective is the first step toward taking bold risks. It is desire that fuels the belief that the outcome is worth the effort, that the story waiting to unfold is worth the uncertainty of the journey. To embrace desire is to embrace vulnerability. It requires admitting to yourself that you want something deeply, that you care enough to risk failure or disappointment. This vulnerability can feel uncomfortable, but it is also incredibly powerful. It is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to pursue your dreams, no matter the cost. And the universe, in turn, responds to that energy. It begins to align circumstances, opportunities, and people to support your journey. But this alignment only happens when you are willing to fully own your desires and act on them. One of the most compelling aspects of desire is its ability to persist. Even when ignored or suppressed, it never truly disappears. It may lie dormant for a time, but it will always find a way to resurface, often in unexpected moments. This persistence is a reminder that your desires are not a coincidence, they are an integral part of your story. The longer you delay acting on them, the louder they will call, urging you to step into the life you are meant to live. Desire does not guarantee an easy path. On the contrary, the pursuit of your deepest longings often involves significant challenges and sacrifices. But these obstacles are not meant to deter you, they are there to refine you. They test your commitment, strengthen your character, and prepare you for the rewards that lie ahead. It is in the pursuit of desire that you grow, learning to navigate setbacks with resilience and grace. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone, bringing you closer to the fulfillment of your vision. It is also important to recognize that desire is deeply personal. What you long for may not make sense to others, and that's okay. Your desires are unique to you, shaped by your experiences, values, and dreams. They do not need validation from anyone else. What matters is that they resonate with you, that they ignite a fire within you strong enough to drive you forward. When you honor your desires, you honor yourself. You give yourself permission to dream, to create, and to live authentically. You acknowledge that your life is not meant to be lived in mediocrity or complacency, but in the pursuit of meaning and fulfillment. Desire is the force that propels you out of stagnation and into action. It is the foundation upon which risks are taken and stories are written. Listen to the quiet voice of your desires. Let them guide you toward the risks you need to take and the life you are meant to live. Do not fear them, for they are the truest expression of your potential. Trust that your desires are leading you to something extraordinary, a story that only you can tell. To live in the end is to embrace a profound truth about creation and transformation. The reality you desire must first be claimed within your mind and heart before it can manifest in the physical world. This principle is not about daydreaming or wishful thinking. It is about assuming the feeling of your goal, already achieved, and letting that state of mind guide your actions and decisions. It is a bold, unwavering commitment to your vision, a way of living that sees beyond present limitations and aligns fully with your desired future. When you live in the end, you are no longer bound by the circumstances of your current situation. You do not wait for external validation or proof to believe in your dreams. Instead, you act as if the outcome is already yours, drawing strength and confidence from that belief. This mindset is not about pretending or deluding yourself. It is about aligning your inner world with the reality you want to create. The energy you carry within you, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs sets the tone for what you attract and how you navigate life. For a moment, a person who dreams of becoming an accomplished artist, if they live in the end, they do not dwell on their current lack of recognition or experience. Instead, they adopt the mindset of an artist who has already achieved their dream. They immerse themselves in their craft, create fearlessly, and carry themselves with the confidence of someone who belongs in the world of art. This mental shift influences their actions. They take risks, seek opportunities, and persist through challenges, because they are already living as the artist they aspire to be. This approach is transformative because it removes the doubt and hesitation that often accompany the pursuit of a dream. Many people wait for external signs of progress before they allow themselves to believe in their vision. They seek approval, security, or guarantees, and in doing so, they delay their journey. Living in the end bypasses this waiting game. It encourages you to embody the version of yourself that has already succeeded, creating a powerful sense of momentum and clarity. Living in the end also requires a deep trust in the unseen. It asks you to let go of the need to control every detail of how your vision will come to fruition. The how is not your concern. Your focus should be on maintaining the state of being that aligns with your desired outcome. Trust that the steps will unfold as needed, often in ways you could not have anticipated. When you carry the conviction that your goal is already achieved, you become attuned to opportunities and possibilities that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. This principle is not without challenges. It demands that you confront and release limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts that may have held you back. It requires consistent effort to maintain the mental and emotional state of your fulfilled vision, especially when faced with setbacks or delays. But these challenges are part of the process. Each moment of doubt is an opportunity to reaffirm your commitment, to strengthen your belief in the reality you are creating. Living in the end does not mean ignoring the present or dismissing practical action. On the contrary, it enhances your ability to take meaningful steps toward your goals. When you embody the feeling of your desired outcome, your actions become aligned with that vision. You act with purpose and confidence, making choices that support your path. The energy you bring to each moment is one of fulfillment and possibility, and this energy influences not only your own mindset, but also the way others perceive and respond to you. This approach also cultivates resilience. When you truly live in the end, you are less shaken by temporary setbacks or failures. You understand that these are part of the journey, not indications that your vision is unattainable. Your belief in your desired outcome becomes a steady anchor, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and determination. Living in the end inspires creativity. It frees you from the constraints of doubt and fear, opening your mind to innovative ideas and solutions. You begin to see the world through the lens of possibility, and this perspective fuels your efforts. It allows you to approach problems with confidence and curiosity, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow and refine your path. At its core, living in the end is about aligning your identity with your aspirations. It is about becoming, in thought and feeling, the person you wish to be. This shift in identity is what drives transformation. As you embody the state of your fulfilled vision, you attract the circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with it. The external world begins to mirror your internal reality, bringing your dream closer with each passing moment. Live boldly in the end. Feel the joy, confidence, and fulfillment of your desired outcome, as if it is already yours. Let that state of being guide your actions, infuse your thoughts, and shape your reality. By doing so, you step into your power as a creator of your own story, a story that reflects your deepest desires and highest potential. Obstacles are an inevitable part of any meaningful journey, but their true nature is often misunderstood. While they may appear as barriers designed to halt progress, they are, in fact, vital allies in the process of transformation. Obstacles are not there to stop you, they are there to shape you. They test your resolve, refine your character, and teach you the lessons necessary for growth and success. Without them, the story of your journey would lack depth, resilience, and triumph. Consider the nature of a story. The most compelling tales are those where the hero faces challenges that seem insurmountable. It is in overcoming these challenges that the hero evolves, gaining strength, wisdom, and clarity. Similarly, in life, obstacles are the moments that define us. They force us to dig deeper, to discover abilities and reserves of courage we didn't know we had. They strip away the superficial and reveal the essence of who we are and what we are capable of. Obstacles often present themselves as detours or delays, leading us to believe that we have strayed from our path. But in reality, they are part of the path. They are not mistakes or accidents, they are integral to the journey. When you encounter an obstacle, it is not a sign that you should turn back, but an invitation to pause, reassess, and adapt. Every challenge carries within it a hidden opportunity, a lesson waiting to be learned, or a skill waiting to be developed. In facing obstacles, your perspective becomes critical. If you view them as insurmountable walls, they will feel overwhelming. But if you see them as stepping stones, they become manageable, even empowering. Your mindset determines whether an obstacle will break you or build you. By choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth, you transform the energy of the situation. Instead of resisting the obstacle, you engage with it, using it as a tool to propel you forward. Obstacles also have a way of revealing your true desires and priorities. They ask you to examine your goals and motivations, to determine whether what you are pursuing is truly worth the effort. If your commitment falters in the face of difficulty, it may be a sign that your heart is not fully aligned with your goal. Conversely, if you find yourself willing to persevere despite setbacks, it is a testament to the depth of your passion and the strength of your resolve. Obstacles clarify your path by testing the authenticity of your desires. Another powerful aspect of obstacles is their ability to foster creativity. When a direct path is blocked, you are forced to think outside the box, to innovate and find new solutions. This process of problem solving not only moves you closer to your goal, but also expands your capacity to handle future challenges. Creativity thrives in the presence of limitations, and obstacles provide the perfect environment for this growth. Resilience is another gift that obstacles offer. Each challenge you overcome strengthens your ability to face the next one. It builds a sense of confidence and self-trust, a knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way. This resilience becomes a cornerstone of your character, enabling you to approach life with courage and optimism. Over time, obstacles cease to feel like threats and begin to feel like opportunities, moments that allow you to demonstrate and refine your strength. Obstacles also serve as mirrors, reflecting back to you the beliefs and patterns that may be holding you back. They bring to the surface doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs that you may not have been aware of. This awareness is a gift, for once you recognize these patterns, you have the power to change them. In this way, obstacles act as catalysts for self-awareness and personal growth. The experience of overcoming obstacles creates a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. The victories that come easily are often taken for granted, but those that require effort and perseverance are cherished. These hard-won achievements become the stories you tell, the milestones you remember, and the foundation of your confidence. They remind you of your strength and inspire others to believe in their own. Obstacles also connect you to others. No one journeys through life alone, and the challenges you face often lead you to seek support, guidance, or collaboration. These connections enrich your experience and remind you of the shared humanity in striving and overcoming. The bonds formed through adversity are often the strongest, as they are rooted in mutual understanding and shared purpose. Obstacles are not roadblocks but stepping stones. They are the moments that add depth and meaning to your story. They challenge you to grow, to persist, and to rise above your limitations. By embracing obstacles as allies, you transform them into opportunities for growth and empowerment. Every time you overcome a challenge, you write a new chapter in your story, a chapter of resilience, courage, and triumph. When you encounter obstacles on your path, remember that they are not there to hinder you but to help you. They are the markers of a journey worth taking, the trials that make the triumphs worthwhile. Embrace them, learn from them, and use them to propel yourself forward. In doing so, you will not only reach your destination, but also become the person you were meant to be. The greatest tragedy in life is not failure or defeat, but the regret of never having tried. Regret is a weight heavier than any challenge, a shadow that lingers over missed opportunities and unfulfilled dreams. It whispers, "What if?" and reminds you of the risks you didn't take, the chances you ignored, and the moments you let pass by. While failure can teach and grow you, regret leaves an emptiness that cannot be easily filled, because it stems from choices left unmade and roads left unexplored. Regret often arises from fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. This fear convinces you to stay within the boundaries of what feels safe and familiar, even if it means sacrificing your dreams. It tells you that risks are too dangerous, that it's better to avoid them altogether. Yet, as time passes, you begin to realize that the comfort of playing it safe often comes at the cost of growth, fulfillment, and self-discovery. The opportunities you didn't pursue become questions that haunt you, and the life you didn't live becomes a quiet ache in your soul. The pain of regret is magnified by the realization that the moments you let slip away cannot be reclaimed. Time moves forward, indifferent to hesitation or doubt. Each day is an invitation to act, to risk, to try, but those invitations are fleeting. When you choose not to take them, you are not merely avoiding a potential failure, you are closing the door on a future that could have been yours. Regret is not just about missed opportunities, it is about the loss of the person you could have become. Regret also reveals the importance of courage. Taking a risk requires stepping into uncertainty, but it also opens the door to possibility. When you take a chance, even if the outcome is not what you hoped for, you gain something invaluable: experience, wisdom, and the knowledge that you had the courage to try. These are gifts that no amount of safety or security can provide. In contrast, avoiding risk may spare you from failure, but it also denies you the chance to grow, to learn, and to create a life that reflects your deepest desires. The beauty of trying lies in its transformative power. Each attempt, regardless of the outcome, moves you closer to your true potential. When you take risks, you discover strengths you didn't know you had, and you develop the resilience to face future challenges. Even failures, which many people fear, become stepping stones to success. They teach you what doesn't work, refine your approach, and build your character. In this way, trying is never wasted. It is always a step forward, a movement toward becoming. On the other hand, keeps you stuck. It traps you in a cycle of what could have been preventing you from fully embracing the present or planning for the future. It becomes a burden that weighs you down, making it harder to take risks in the future. The longer you dwell in regret, the more it compounds, creating a narrative of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. To avoid this cycle, you must choose action over hesitation, courage over fear. When you try, you give yourself the gift of possibility. You open the door to experiences that can enrich your life, relationships that can shape you, and opportunities that can lead to incredible outcomes. You also give yourself the peace of knowing that you did your best, that you honored your dreams by pursuing them. Even if you do not achieve the exact result you hoped for, the act of trying affirms your belief in yourself and your willingness to grow. Trying also inspires those around you. When others see you take risks, face challenges, and persevere, it gives them the courage to do the same. Your willingness to act becomes a beacon of possibility, showing others that it is better to try and fail than to never try at all. In this way, your choices have a ripple effect, encouraging others to live boldly and authentically. The regret of not trying is a deeper loss than any failure. Failure, after all, is temporary. It is a teacher, a stepping stone, and often a necessary part of success. Regret, however, lingers. It is the realization that you let fear dictate your life, that you chose comfort over growth, and that you allowed your dreams to remain unrealized. To live without regret is not to live without failure, it is to embrace the risks, the effort, and the courage it takes to pursue a life that matters. As you face choices that require risk, remember this: the greatest risk is not trying at all. Do not let fear hold you back from the life you are capable of living. Step into uncertainty with the knowledge that even if you stumble, you will have gained something precious: the experience of striving, the lessons of growth, and the satisfaction of knowing you honored your dreams. In the end, it is better to try and create a story full of challenges, triumphs, and lessons than to live with the empty pages of a story that could have been. In the tapestry of life, the threads of risk, desire, obstacles, and action are woven together to create a story uniquely your own. To live boldly is to embrace the unknown, guided by the spark of your deepest desires and sustained by the resilience built through challenges. It is to understand that every step forward, whether triumphant or imperfect, adds richness and meaning to your journey. The risks you take shape the narrative of who you are and the legacy you leave behind. Regret stems not from failure but from inaction, from the chances not seized and the dreams left unrealized. To avoid it, you must dare to try, to fall, and to rise again. Your life is your greatest story, and it deserves to be written with courage, authenticity, and the relentless pursuit of growth. Obstacles, far from being roadblocks, are the chapters where your strength and ingenuity shine brightest. They are the crucibles that prepare you for the rewards waiting beyond the horizon. Take the leap. Live in the end of your vision. See challenges as allies, and cherish the act of striving. For it is not in perfection, but in the boldness of trying that life's true beauty unfolds. No risk, no story, this is the call to live a life of meaning, to step into your power as the creator of your own destiny, and to ensure that when your story is told, it is one of bravery, purpose, and fulfillment.